You're not imagining it. The biggest tournament on Earth feels different now, and it's not because you're getting older. The opening days delivered chaos, a record number of red cards in a single match, the most since 2006. Reversed calls, penalty retakes after the technology failed, breaks in play that arrived at suspiciously convenient moments. Fans flooded social media with the same word, rigged. They're wrong about the word, but they're right about the feeling, because the game is no longer being run for you. Every football fan has felt it, a decision that defies all logic, a stoppage that seems to serve everyone except the players on the pitch, a new rule that appears overnight, benefiting the broadcast more than the game. You watch, and something in your gut says, this isn't quite real anymore. For years you were told that feeling was paranoia, that you were a conspiracy theorist. But the feeling isn't magic, and it isn't madness. It comes from somewhere very specific. It comes from money. And once you see where, you can't unsee it. Here's the truth that explains everything. FIFA does not make its money from you. The fan in the stadium, the family watching at home, you are not FIFA's customer. The overwhelming majority of FIFA's multi-billion-dollar revenue comes from two sources: broadcast rights and corporate sponsorship. Television networks pay billions. Sponsors pay hundreds of millions. Ticket sales are a rounding error by comparison. And there is an iron law in business. The product gets shaped around whoever actually pays for it. When your real customer is the broadcaster, the game slowly, quietly gets redesigned to serve the broadcaster, not the fan. Watch how it works. Kickoff times for a global tournament aren't set for the comfort of the players or even the fans in the host country. They're set for television windows, prime time in the most lucrative markets thousands of miles away. Critics have pointed out for years that matches get scheduled in brutal afternoon heat, not because it's good for football, but because it lands in the right TV slot for a distant audience. The tournament bends to the broadcast calendar. The players adapt to the schedule. The schedule does not adapt to the players. When you understand that, the strange rhythm of the modern game starts to make sense. Now the clearest example. This tournament expanded cooling breaks, pauses introduced officially for player safety in the heat. Reasonable on paper. But here's what fans reported. Those breaks seemed to land at oddly convenient moments. Some viewers returned from a commercial break to discover play had already restarted, that they'd missed the action while watching ads. To many fans, it looked less like a safety measure and more like a built-in slot for advertising. FIFA says it's about protecting players. Critics argue the timing tells a different story. We can't read minds. But we can follow the incentive. And the incentive points at the ad break. Then there's VAR. Video review and the new semi-automated systems were sold to us as the cure. The end of human error. Finally, the right call every time. Instead, they delivered the opposite. The opening days saw a wave of reverse decisions, long delays with players standing around, and a reported failure in the offside technology that forced a penalty to be retaken. The tool built to remove controversy has become a controversy machine. And there's a deeper problem. When a human referee makes a mistake, fans accept it as part of the game. When a machine makes a mistake, a machine sold as infallible, trust doesn't just dip, it collapses. And the rules keep changing. This tournament alone introduced a wave of them. New timing on substitutions, countdown clocks on goal kicks, cameras mounted on referee headsets beaming the action straight to broadcasters. Some of these are perfectly reasonable. But step back and look at the pattern. The game is being constantly re-engineered, and a striking number of these changes happen to serve one thing above all: broadcast spectacle. New camera angles, new content, new ways to package the match as television. Football survived a century with barely a rule change. Now it transforms every single tournament. Ask yourself who that actually benefits. So let's be honest and precise. There is no secret phone call, no shadowy figure fixing scores in a back room. The matches are not rigged in that crude, literal sense. But here is the uncomfortable truth. You do not need a fixed match for a tournament to feel rigged. When every kickoff time, every stoppage, every rule, and every break is optimized for revenue instead of fairness, fans feel it in their gut. And they are not wrong to. The rigging isn't a conspiracy. It's structural. It's baked into who the game is built to serve. And structural bias is harder to see, precisely because it's hiding in plain sight, calling itself progress. And this is what it costs. Football was the people's game, born on streets and in parks, loved because it was simple, human, and unpredictable. 22 players, one ball, and a result no executive could guarantee. That unpredictability was the soul. But when the world's most loved sport is run as a media product first and a sport second, something quietly dies. The drama starts to feel manufactured. The spontaneity feels scheduled. And the fans, the ones who gave the game its meaning in the first place, slowly realize they've been moved from the center of the story to the edge of the frame. If the game feels different to you now, it's because it is. Subscribe to Behind the Empire. We follow the money behind the things you love so you can see exactly who they're really built for. Hit the bell. Share this with someone who still believes the whistle is neutral. Because the first step to getting the game back is understanding who took it.